And you do what?
Then we can film this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Film it.
Absolutely. Go Bills,
Go
right?
Bills.
Yeah, we get to squish the fish again.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Round 2.
You got the firewood. How much wood do you burn? Like, how much firewood can you go
Is
through?
this one of those, like, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck... I never know. Sometimes I've had a couple of pieces left over, and sometimes I wish I had more. So, you know.
You might go through this whole thing.
Oh, yeah, I got a few more pieces in the back of my truck, yeah. Because I'm cooking
Yeah, what
up
do you got
some...
going on?
Cooking up some...
Wow. I didn't see that coming. What is it, like a jumbo?
It's a Dutch oven.
Wow.
It's the way the Cowboys used to cook out on the range. One of them.
So it's about wild buffalo and cowboys. It all makes sense, right?
Well, you know, everything goes back to, you know,
To buffalo.
and the Cowboys. Absolutely.
So let me ask you guys a question. Okay, how would you be if the Bills actually won the Super Bowl? What do you think that moment would be like for you?
I don't know, because I've had 4 times I've asked that question to myself, and you know, it's one of those things you just got to wait for it to happen, and when it does happen, then you'll know how you're going to react. Because what do you say? What can you know what I mean?
I'll cry.
We're moving
I'll probably
on.
cry.
I know you're going to scream and yell, shoot, you know.
Are you all, by the way, are you all a family?
Yeah, all right, absolutely.
I'd be
All right,
upset.
here's a classic Bills family. You got your firewood, you got your fire, you got the stadium,
Cheese.
you're here. Look at this. This is a beautiful family.
Yeah,
a Bills
yeah.
family.
Perfect day
How
in
many
Orchard Park.
how many generations have you Bills fans? Is your father?
Oh yeah, in fact, my
Since they
father
started.
used to take his aunt to the rock pile whenever Joe Namath came, because her husband didn't want to take her, so my dad would take her to the games to go see Joe.
You know Joe Namath. It's interesting. He's the only player, I think, in the history that transcended like us, our hatred of our opponent. We love Joe Namath like he was one of us.
Well,
There's nobody else
because
like
he's
that.
a good guy. That's, you know what I mean?
He was a legend because he beat the NFL. He made the AFL relevant.
Yes.
So he'll always be a Bill.
Absolutely.
Joe Namath, always a Bill.
Yeah.
All right, so we have all these generations. Now, did anybody experience, you guys grew up in the drought years, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, what's that? What was the drought years like for you?
We saw a lot of good talent come and go, which was heartbreaking sometimes. And you know, you always come back to the stadium though. It was always a good time coming in and filling the seats.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of the times you couldn't see it on TV if you weren't at the stadium because they were blacking the games out. But
Well, how about you? I'm lighting on fire, by the way.
Do you remember anything?
Remember
no,
the drought
she's pretty
years?
young.
No.
Yeah. I just remember my mom always like Sunday's football day, and I would always like get annoyed with it. But I'm literally my mother now. I get so into it. It's crazy.
How did we survive 17 years?
I don't know. Yeah.
How did any of us get through it? We're here.
You know, I just keep shaking my head over and over about the whole situation. Again, I don't know how I'm going to... Now you got me thinking, am I going to scream and yell, hoot and holler, or am I just going to smile a little bit, maybe get that little tear roll down that we finally did it? You know what I mean? That we finally did it. That's all I can ask for, you know? But here's the whole thing, though. Once we do get the one, it's like we're not going to stop. I mean, you know, once that stone starts rolling, you're not going to be able to stop it. We're going to have a dynasty for maybe the whole 20s into the 30s. I know it sounds a little much.
I haven't even gone to the 30s. I haven't even heard that mentioned, the 30s.
I never did either, but
You're the first person I've heard
until I just said it, I never thought about it, but it's not that far away.